What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back with a part 2 to the colorism conversation regarding Tisha Scott, honey. Okay, this heifer is really reaching. We also will be talking about Destiny possibly and allegedly closing Madonni forever. So without further ado, honey, let's get off into it. Okay, so one person says, I really want to like Tisha so bad, but her actions are so suspect. It has nothing to do with color. People gravitate to who they connect with more. Another person says, it looks good to pull people on your side to support because male, light skin, but it's based off personality, business, and just plain respect and boundaries. Tisha don't have that. Ooh, I'ma throw shade if I can't get paid. Mel had to start over with 4 kids. That's not easy. Say it again, honey, for the people in the back that didn't hear you. Okay? Another person says, OMG, pulling the race card in a different way, allegedly, and in my opinion, she probably heard that podcast and the sneaky light bulb in her head went off and flashed storyline. They're desperate for storylines, especially now. The majority of fans, ones who like her and ones who don't, have expressed how beautiful she is. It's her behavior, there's that word, and attitude that makes her ugly. Okay, UGLY, you ain't got no alibi, you ugly. Yeah, you ugly. Okay, your actions and your behavior, Tisha Scott, is ugly. Okay, the people don't see it for you. Okay. Another person says, always a moment to victimize herself. She's not liked because of her shadyism. Ooh, not shadyism. Tisha is passive aggressive. She throws stones and hides her hands. I think that Miss Herschel Wanda was brought on the show for the mere intent of doing Tisha's dirty work. I did not like during the earlier seasons how she used to glean from Mel's wisdom and business savvy, then go to Kimmy and make fun of the advice Mel gave while secretly taking and following her advice. Say it again, honey. I also feel that outside of her husband, she doesn't have her own identity and is struggling to find it while being envious as she watches Mel walk out her purpose. That's true. Her identity, you guys, Tisha, her identity comes from the proximity of her being married to a man like Marceau. There are so many women that suffer from internalized misogyny, and they really feel like they are that girl, honey, because, you know, they got a man and they married. And then they've been married for 16 years. But meanwhile, you can't get the man to get up to say a few kind words, okay, about you, okay, and invite you on a trip to Africa. Okay, make it make sense. Another person says Tisha is not being judged by the color of her skin. It's by the content of her character, in my opinion. Another person says, also, she makes herself an easy target because, you know, when someone was never a true friend in the first place and just around for some tea and not shutting down messy comments made by her family. Exactly. And that takes me to, y'all remember that moment in the show where Tisha was coming at Tiffany trying to get the tea on her, and really she wanted to get to know Tiffany, but Tiffany was like, well, don't be telling me you trying to get tea on me. Like, that's being shady. You know, that's being malicious. And it is. Like, Tisha, girl, check yourself, girl. Another person says, we don't like Tisha because she is shady. She is a beautiful woman, but her insecurity is something she needs to let go of. Another person says, I knew it. Melody is so smart. She's deleting 2 birds with 1 stone. She's going to force Letitia, to not only give a testimony that she knew about coleslaw, but also to how long she knew. Letitia said on camera that Melody told her about the affair, and that was a lie. Another person says, Tisha has a problem for seeing things for what they really are. She ties herself in knots, making issue of the wrong things. If she do some self-reflection, she'd actually be an alright person. She has no one to blame but herself. I know that's right. Another person says, I wonder if she has ever mentioned colorism before Real Housewives of Potomac started to address it. Ooh, child. Another person says, wow, Tisha is really reaching again. She's not a likable person based on her character or lack thereof on the show, yet Mel is the one being isolated and spoken badly of by her day ones from season 1. Make it make sense. Yes, honey, Melody has been chastised. She has been neglected. She has been disrespected by all these people in this group. We know Martell Holtz did this smear campaign on her after their divorce because he's bitter and bothered that she divorced him and got rid of his evil behind. Okay. Another person says Tisha's attitude and the fact that she's not a good friend is the reason she is disliked. She has a black heart and don't know how to truly clap for the next woman. She's the type of woman that secretly competes with her friends. Ooh, child. Yeah, she tries to compete, honey, where she don't compare. Okay, and that's how you know, ladies, a woman is jealous of you. She's always trying to compete with you. Always trying to compare herself to you. I know from the lady that reminds me of Letitia Scott, honey, she used to call our mutual friend up asking, what brand he wearing today? What she got on today, and what she wearing tomorrow, and what she doing on the next day. And yeah, they always want to know your moves, but these same people are highly critical of you. They like to hate on you, right? They'll sit with other people and talk about you like a dog and, you know, steal all your boss moves. Okay. Another person says Maurice has colorist leanings. Remember how he was complimenting Kimmy for being light-skinned? He implied that that's where her beauty is. At the time, I thought it was a colorist dig at Kiowa, his ex-wife. Ooh, child. Another person says, as a fan of the show, we can like who we like, period. If I have a colorist heart, which I don't, it is none of Letitia's business. I don't impact her household self-esteem or only in any way. 2, fans simply don't like her. How can you be a smart businesswoman and be stupid when it comes to relationships? She talks crazy, especially when it comes to her mom and her husband. Another person says her color has nothing to do with it. She simply has a dark heart. And I agree. Another person says Tisha is reaching for real. Most of the fans have declared she's a beautiful woman, not mentioning complexion or skin tone. But most dislike her because of the jealous hate she displays for Mel and the will for ignorance when it comes to her husband. Another person says colorism has nothing to do with her likability. It is all how she presents on camera. She may be a nice person, but it doesn't come across. Ooh, child, say it again, honey, for the people in the back, honey, okay? Another person says sometimes when people are down, other people rejoice, but keep the faith, Mel. God will lift you up and hold you down in a good way. This person is commenting on the fact that Martell allegedly, honey, subpoenaed to have Tisha Scott be some type of character witness for him in his custody case with Mel. Like, child, make it make sense. Okay, I told y'all, these people on the first floor, honey, they be reaching. And he knows that Tisha Scott, honey, is a op to Melody Cherie. Okay, he know Melody don't see it for that girl. Okay. All right. So another person says colorism is not the issue on this show with Tisha. She may have had an issue with colorism in her real life, but it is not on the show. It is sad to see that she has dismissed lighter skinned people from having any kind of issues with colorism as well. Maybe I have seen light skinned people be dismissed because they were light skinned and not taken seriously for their accomplishments. Yeah, there is that. And then there's people that pick on light-skinned people because they think they a punk, they think they can't fight or defend themselves. But honey, Miss Robinson is here to tell y'all, honey, she will put you in your place each and every time you get out of line with her. Okay? But for real though, another person says, I think Tisha is really reaching here. How does she explain how the general audience feels about Tiffany and Destiny, the lightest women in the group? I guess she can't, LOL. Doesn't fit her narrative. This makes Tisha look more jealous of Mel to me, because instead of looking inward, she is projecting. Tisha needs to look at her behavior and what we, the viewers, have seen on the show. In my opinion, Tisha probably inwardly dislikes Mel because of her skin color and feels the favoritism she receives is unfair and based on just that. Thus, it must be colorism. Tisha, in my opinion, needs to take accountability. I know that's right, sis. Okay? Tisha needs to take accountability, but she won't do that because she the type of person that like to throw rocks, honey, and hide her hands. Okay? Another person says, Tisha is absolutely beautiful. I thought so from the very beginning, but her heart is dark and she is very messy. Yes, she is. Another person says, if that's the case, why is Stormy not liked? She's definitely not dark skinned. Tissue has been on the show for 4 years and has never mentioned this till she heard Carlos talking about it being discussed on Real Housewives of Potomac, the reunion. Now here she goes. It seems like she's digging for another non-existent storyline. Matter of fact, due to the fact they all are required to show their own reality and not keep using Mel as their storyline. This is the type of reaching that I see she is doing. I know that's right, honey. Y'all know that heifer is reaching, trying to call colorism, honey. The people just don't like you, boo. Okay, they just don't like you, Letitia. So I want to read this other little part of Letitia's post. And actually, honey, it ain't her. She stole it, honey, from somebody else. Okay. That child knows she got the copycat spirit. The post says, in terms of desirability politics, colorism works like this. Darker skinned women further from an idealized whiteness than their lighter skinned counterparts are classed as less desirable partners. Now, what does that mean? What y'all think she meant by this post? Is this what you trying to talk about? You trying to say this is why Marceau allegedly, honey, likes Melody? That's why he's attracted to her? Okay, make it make sense. Miss Robinson, honey, can read between the lines. Okay? Child, this girl just knows she be reaching, honey. And Miss Robinson ain't got time for it, okay? We ain't got time for this foolishness, honey, at the brand new 715 corporation, honey. We ain't got time for it. Another person says, so now it's male skin color. Tisha is pitiful. I hope she doesn't blame male all season with this lame excuse. Male is accessible, successful, hardworking, and smart. She converses with her fan base at least once a week. We've always are at her house watching her have dinners, dancing, working, and etc. We have not seen Tisha happy, nor have we seen her relax. I know that's right, honey. Okay. Another person says Tisha really needs to stop it with this madness. There's definitely no colorism on the show. She is jealous of Mel and that's it. She hates how strong Mel is because Tisha is weak as water. Not weak as water, honey. Yeah, she resents Melody, you guys, because Mel was strong enough to leave Martell. She wanted Mel to stay in that bad marriage. Okay? I told y'all, and I keep telling y'all, and I'm gonna keep it going, okay? Like, child, ain't nobody like, oh my God, Tisha, ain't nobody believing this bullshiggity. Not the way these comments is set up, sis. And like I keep saying, guys, people like Letitia will be jealous of you, not just from a colorism perspective, but they will be jealous of you for having qualities that they don't possess. Okay, she sees that Melody is strong-willed, determined, inspirational, hardworking. Okay, she's a one-woman army. Meanwhile, Miss Codependent, she ain't got her own brain and always has to piggyback, honey, up off of her husband and her mammy. Okay, so like I said, like some stuff don't be colorism, you know? It's just people be jealous of people's ways. But in Letitia's case, though, you know, you can add that to it. I know some of y'all rolling your eyes, sucking your teeth, but she may be jealous of how Mel look too. That could be the thing too. Okay? She may feel like Melody get favored because Melody is so-called light-skinned, even though Mel ain't light-skinned. You know, she's lighter than Letitia. And some people that are Letitia's shade may feel like, oh, well, Mel is light-skinned, you know? But girl, you need to stop reaching Latifah, girl. Ain't nobody paying attention to you, sis. Another person says nobody is talking about Tisha's complexion. All of us come in different hues, even in one's families. This is not about her experience here. This is about her personality and her attitude. Tisha, stop. So you're saying that is the reason you don't like Mel? Is it because she's lighter? Make it make sense. And some women, I told y'all, they are like that. I've been in many rooms where women did not like me because I was light-skinned. They didn't know me, okay? But I can just tell by being around certain women, they would feel threatened. They would feel like, oh, she thinks she all that. She stuck up. And, you know, it's important not to think like that, ladies. Okay? Don't put people on a pedestal and put yourself in a pit. That's what you are doing to you. You got to love yourself, which is what Miss Letitia Scott should do. Okay? Instead of trying to blame stuff on colorism. Now, honey, this comment is very interesting. So the person says, so why is Letitia wearing makeup much, much lighter than what she is? She lets the makeup artist apply it knowing she is dark skinned. It looks crazy. We are not fooled by these shenanigans. She is dark like her mama. Letitia is the colorist. She wants to be light. Look at all the photos she's been taking. When a person does not like something about themselves, they can change it, and she is doing it with makeup that's many shades lighter than her, just like the BBL. Martell said she had a BBL, and Marceau still don't want her. Ooh, child. Letitia was wide and flat in the back, so she changed it. Not flat in the back. I'm gonna have to use that, honey. Girl, you flat in the back. Okay. Child, do y'all think that Tisha is wearing makeup that's too light for her? Oh, another person says, is this why Tisha has been bleaching? Girl, it's the way Wanda trained you. Oh, child, not trained. Okay, not trained. Okay, so this is one statement, you guys, that really got to Miss Robinson. This is about Maurice. I don't remember if I read this, but I'm going to read it again. It says Maurice has colorist leanings. Remember how he was complimenting Kimmy for being light-skinned? He implied that that's where her beauty is. Okay, yeah, I did read this. So the person said, I thought it was a colorist dig at Kiowa, his ex-wife. So another person replies, but he married Kiowa, so that's not true. That's just an opinion. Another person says he did admit in his own words that he has a preference for light-skinned women, though. He admitted it after many people came for him for what he said to Kimmy. I don't think he is a colorist because, again, he has a brown-skinned ex-wife and a brown-skinned son. His sister is also the same complexion as his ex. So do y'all feel like Maurice is colorist? I feel like he had a baby with Kiowa. He was married to Kiowa. What? She's brown skinned. He's with Kimmy now. Some people may feel like he's colorist because, Kiowa was, darker than Kimmy, and then he went and got him a light-skinned girl. I don't think that makes him colorist. He may like different flavors of women. And guys, there is nothing wrong with people having their preferences. Like when I was younger, I liked dark-skinned boys, dark-skinned guys. I did. If you was not dark-skinned, honey, Miss Robinson didn't see it for you. I didn't date no light-skinned guy. Okay? Now that I'm older, I prefer brown-skinned men. That don't make me prejudiced, racist. That's just my preference. That's what I like. Would I date a dark-skinned guy? Of course I would. But, we all have different shades that we prefer or we may like, or, I don't feel like that makes somebody a colorist. And the whole thing, like I had said before about the Chris Brown thing, because people are saying, like, yeah, he's a colorist and he doesn't like dark-skinned women. And at the end of the day, people like what they like. But I think this is where the issue is, right? When you don't like somebody's color, you put it down. I think that's what people have against Chris Brown. Like maybe some of the comments, that he made referring to dark-skinned women. Like, that's what's wrong with it, right? But you prefer what you prefer. You like what you like. But you shouldn't put, the color you don't like down and then, lift up what you do like, which is the light-skinned women. See, when it's done like that, that's wrong. But see, my thing is this. If I was a dark-skinned woman, honey, I wouldn't care nothing about what Chris Brown got to say about me, what any of these men got to say about me. You guys, it'd be a big mind screw. A lot of these men will mess with any shade. I'm telling y'all. Okay? I know what I know about men. A lot of them are not hung up on color. They're not. They want you to think that they are. Okay? They want you to have low self-esteem about your complexion and put you in a competition with lighter skinned women and be like, yeah, why your nose, way bigger than hers? Why it's not slender like hers? Okay, her eyes is lighter than yours. And you know what I'm saying? It's more of that first floor behavior where they try to bring you down, put you in lowest terms, make you question and doubt yourself. Why? Why, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, ding, ding, ding. So they can control you. It's all one big mind screw. So do not play into it. Don't worry about who don't like dark-skinned women. Okay, go where you are appreciated, not where you are just tolerated. Okay? So if anybody ever say they don't, like your color, screw them. You don't need them. Don't focus on them. What you focus on grows. Always focus on who like you, who love you, who appreciate you for who and what you are. You are good enough the way that you are. Okay? Stop entertaining a lot of what these men is saying. They full of it, you guys. And if you've been following my channel for any length of time, I done told y'all and I done told y'all. I done told y'all, about these men. And how they want to control your mind and abuse you. Okay? Mentally abuse you. Emotionally abuse you. Compare you to other women. Make you feel bad about yourself. So when y'all see women out here, you guys, that's bleaching their skin, that's probably because some sorry man then got into that lady's head that she ain't good enough. Maybe her mammy told her that. Maybe family have told her that. Because the family will come down hard on you if you, born to a whole bunch of light-skinned people and you the only dark-skinned one. And, you got to ignore the bullshiggity. I'm telling y'all. You got to turn a blind eye. You got to have a deaf ear. Don't take in that bullshiggity. Don't take it in. Don't process that. Don't eat it. Don't drink it. Okay? Say, run away from me with this. Okay? With that foolishness. Don't take it in, guys. All right, you guys. So the next story we got on the docket is Destiny. Maybe, possibly, allegedly, she may be closing Madonni. Okay? I'm looking like, say what now? Okay, because, this little social media post she put up on, on her social media on IG, honey, it just looked crazy. It made Miss Robinson look, I don't know. I just felt confused. Okay. I was looking confused. I felt confused. I know everybody else is confused, honey. Okay. But God is not the author of confusion. Destiny is. Okay. I'm about to read the post. It says, so at Madonni Beauty had been my baby for the last 3 years. And I can say I got to live out my dream of being a beauty supply and salon suite owner, and the first to do so in Huntsville. I told y'all. She liked to be the first to do stuff. Her birthday is May 1st. Normally people that's born on the 1st, honey, they like to be the first to do everything, honey. So that's big to them. But I'm just looking at Destiny like, girl, you can't really celebrate like that because the doors, honey, of Madonni have been more so closed than open. Okay? I'm just saying. I know some of y'all rolling y'all eyes and sucking y'all teeth. But the truth is the truth. And the truth needs no proof. How you doing? Okay, Destiny continues to say in the post, I'm grateful for the opportunity to have shared in this experience with the north side of town, the ups and downs of true entrepreneurship, the wisdom gained and the love received has my heart full of gratitude. Thank y'all for this chapter and stay tuned for what's next from me. Huh? What? Hashtag Madonni reignite. What's going on with Madonni? Are you moving, Destiny? Maybe she moving? Did she pay the people, you guys, for that building? Put it in the comments. Did she pay La Barbecue for that house? Put that in the comments too, because he still want her out and she say she still ain't moving. Okay, she still got her Christmas tree up. Okay, like what is going on with these people? All right, you guys, that's all I have to say about all of this. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this here video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.